Hi guys, welcome back. It's Chrissy the Crystal Indigo, and I just want to send you guys so much love and light. As you can see, I am recording from a different type of setting today. This is what I've been manifesting. This is what I've been working on. This is part of my office space. You will see the rest as we tune in and start doing classes starting January 3rd. So those of you who are interested in signing up for the classes, please inbox me, email me. I know some of you have already. The exchange is very affordable. I am doing in-office classes as well as online. So as we're in the office, you can tune into the class online if you are not on the East Coast. All right. So with that being said, my email, chrissy.thecrystalindigo@gmail.com. chrissy.thecrystalindigo@gmail.com is also in the description box below. I know I haven't posted in a while, maybe a few days. And as you can see, I've been like really busy. My birthday was last Sunday, December 20th. So thank all of you guys for wishing me a happy birthday. I will write back to all of you as soon as I can tonight and maybe tomorrow as well. And so we are in the middle, in the mix, in the beginning of however it resonates for you with this grand conjunction. And so that's what we're going to talk about today, like what's happening with the collective in regards to where are we headed with this age of Aquarius energy. Now I know when December 21st hit, a lot of you may have woke up and felt so much lighter, like pounds and pounds of stress was just really released off of you. Something was released and you felt that, but you couldn't quite, pinpoint it. And so that's what we're going to talk about today, like where are we headed, what's happening. And I want to give a huge shout out to all of my clients, those of you who booked twin flame healing sessions this week, those of you who book readings, those of you who ordered crystal packs. I had someone order the chakra alignment pack. And real quick, it's very important as these energies are gaining momentum, and as your body is getting used to these energies, you want to make sure that you have your crystals on you to keep you aligned. And everybody can attest, whoever got their crystals, it helps, because if you go out there bare and you're an empath or highly intuitive, those emotions from other people and whatever's happening in the world is hitting you left and right, left and right. And if you aren't trained, this is where the classes come in at, to know how to shield, block your energy, know how to meditate the right way, know how to send out energy, receive energy. It will really have you upside down like a vampire. That's my favorite line. So again, to all of you who've booked services, had sessions, ordered products, the website is there. Go to my Etsy shop, Chrissy Crystal Indigo, and order your crystal packs. It's so important. And if you guys would like to donate to the channel to help continue to contribute to the office space, I'm all for it. If you can't, no biggie. Subscribing to the channel is the same form, as an energy exchange donation, okay? So you can follow me on Instagram. Over there, I post information on a daily. I missed today. I was, if you saw my Instagram post, I was picking up my birthday present. And this information is very important for you guys because it's helping you. So if I post like twin flame update or energy update, that's telling you what the energies are like. So that way you can prepare yourself ahead of time, or switch your energy if you're feeling in a different vibration. So again, head on over to the Etsy shop, Chrissy Crystal Indigo, or my website, www.chrissythecrystalindigo.com, and you will be able to book your, Akashic record session, healing sessions, past life regression, readings, whatever you need in regards to your spiritual journey. I got you. I'm there. My exchange isn't expensive. You guys already know that, and you know why it's not. Because we are definitely a part of each other's soul tribe, and we are raising the vibration. We are stepping into our power. A lot of you guys have started your own spiritual work on your journey. So again, email me if you guys have questions. Email me if you want to understand, because that is what I'm here for, right? So we're going to dive right into the reading. So I asked Spirit to show me like what's happening with the collective in general, divine masculine, divine feminine, regardless if you're from, you know, the Pleiades energy, Syrian energy, starseed, light worker, however you resonate on the spiritual umbrella, this is for you. So we're going to dive into the after tarot first. So the first card out, we have this here. The first card out for the after tarot, we have the Ace of Pentacles, and this is for the collective. So with the Ace of Pentacles, it talks about Spirit gifting you something that you didn't expect, that like you least expect. So you may notice that like everything is going, you know, in your favor, right? Let me see if you guys can see that. Everything is going in your favor. Whatever you ask Spirit, Divine Source, God for, you are even amazed. It's being delivered. Those of you who are on the spiritual journey, those of you who are awakened, you're starting to see your abundance increase. You're starting to see so many things happen for you, and I can attest for that. Again, right when the pandemic hit, didn't have time to make a website. Wasn't even thinking about making a website, and my roommate, my soul brother, you know, was like, listen, like, you need to make a website, you know, get on this. And, you know, he started it while I was in my pharmacy, like getting down with the get down. And as soon as it hit full throttle with the pandemic, I've met so many of you guys, and you guys have started on your journey. So don't be afraid, be open and communicate what is it that you need for support. All right, so with the Ace of Pentacles, Spirit is letting you know, whether you're divine masculine, divine feminine, light worker, or starseed, however you resonate, that you're being gifted something that you least expect. You least expect this, right? And it's Pentacles, so it's Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. We're in Capricorn season right now, so that's something really huge for all of us. And in his hand, there's a bug, right? So if you're walking down the street and you see someone say, here, I have a gift for you, and it's a bug, you're going to be like, okay, I don't know what you took last night before you went to bed, but at the end of the day, what Spirit is saying is that what you think, you know, you want, I have something so much better, and it may not come in the package that you thought it would come in. It may not come in the individual that you thought it would come in, but here, like, this is the gift for you. Here, this is the abundance that I am offering you. So don't be so quick to write it off. And that goes, I'm getting chills as I'm saying that. That goes for all of us. You know, Spirit is offering us a gift from divine source, God. And this is huge. This is abundance. And this is something we didn't expect. We felt we didn't need it, but it's right here, right on time. So you guys let me know how this card resonates for you. The next card out is the Magician. Again, we all are magnificent manifestors, and there's every element in this card. You have air, fire, water, earth. You also have the infinity symbol. So again, only clarifying the twin flame connections, divine counterparts, etc. But here it talks about all you have to do is wave your wand. All you have to do is say what it is that you want to see, and that is what you bring into fruition. And this is really beautiful because at the end of the day, that's all I've been doing. Like, I've been working on my vision board, I've been manifesting, I've been doing my new moon and full moon affirmations. And all of you who've been following me, whether on Chrissy the Crystal Indigo on Instagram or my actual personal page on Instagram, some people are like, man, how are you doing it? Like, what's the trick? It's not the trick. When you answer your call to Spirit, Source, Divine, God, when you step into your purpose, when you step into mission, you don't have to worry about anything else. Spirit says, go, you move. That's it. And you also work on the energies of when you're asking or when you're trying to manifest. It has to be in that loving energy. You know, if you don't want to see it, don't say it. And I too struggle with that sometimes, where it's like, in, you know, career, abundance, I got it all down pat. But when it comes to, you know, in regards to the matters of the heart, that's where I stumble. And that's where I know I need my strength to be. So with this, it's only clarifying that we are magnificent manifestors. I love seeing the Magician card. You can make anything happen, right? And this is what's happening in the reality. How many of you, like, share, comment, have just really been receiving blessings upon blessings upon blessings, right? This is really beautiful. And then the next card out, we have the Nine of Cups. So this is Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. And with this, it talks about, you know, you in the past, whether you're divine feminine, right? So you know how you give, you give, you give, you give, you heal, you heal, you heal, you support, you support, you support. And it's like you are left feeling depleted. And sometimes the divine masculine can feel that way too, but maybe not towards the divine feminine, maybe towards outer circumstances or people in their other surroundings, right? Because our connection is sacred, special, it's to the side, right? And so with this coming out, it's like no more divine feminine are you going to be on bended knee, taking care of everyone else. The roles are being reversed, and I know you guys have heard about that, like where the roles reverse, where it's like, you know what, I'm not chasing nothing, I'm not turning down anything but my collar, I am focused on my life path and purpose, and I'm like, you know, period. I love when they say that. And this is what, you know, you're focused on. So now the roles are reversing, and you have someone on bending knee for you, someone taking care of you, people catering to you, whether job, career, or love. This is what that energy is. Like, I know my worth. So, you know, I know what I bring to the table. So I'm not afraid to eat alone, and don't bring your breadcrumbs, because I got a whole platter, right? And so you're stepping into your power, whether it be divine feminine or divine masculine. You know your worth. You know what, you know, your mission is, what you're supposed to do, and the divine feminines are consistently getting stronger, stronger, and stronger, right? In the next card, future position, we have the Emperor. And so this is what we have. Not only is the divine feminine stepping into his or her Emperor energy, but the divine masculine is stepping into his or her Emperor energy, right? And so this is being confident, this is being sure, this is being, you know, all knowing. Some of you guys can have, you know, Aries as your sign. This also, you know, you want to look at the Aries, you know, the ram totem animal, and see what that means for you. And I guarantee you, what you're going through with your connection, that may be what you're experiencing when you read upon what is the ram totem animal. Like, what does it, you know, represent, right? And so this is what we want to see, that Emperor energy coming out strong, okay? In the overall energy, we have the Queen of Pentacles. So again, a lot of you are stepping into your life path and purpose mission. Your pentacle is different from any pentacle in the deck besides the Ace of Pentacles. And so with the Queen of Pentacles, it talks about Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy, but you know, this is coming out strong because we are in Capricorn season, that you know, you are the queen. Like, you don't come off your throne for anybody, not to be, you know, from an ego standpoint, or being, you know, think you all that in a bag of chips. But it's like, you know, I know I've done my healing, I've stood in my power, I know what I have to offer, and I'm not taking anything less than that, and I won't allow anyone to pull me off my throne and allow me to lower myself less than that. And so a lot of the divine feminines are really stepping into their power, very strong. You're not as connected as to, you know, the outcome with your divine counterpart. You're not really, you know, sometimes you have those back and forth energies, because I know I do as well, where you're just like, come on, can you just get it together, for crying out loud? You just want to just knock them upside the head, right? So at the end of the day, this is the energy that we have for the overall energy. Everything is happening because the Queen of Pentacles is stepping up, stepping in his or her power, realizing that they are abundant, realizing that they are magnificent manifestors, or we are, because I'm talking as in us as a collective, we as a collective, okay? You guys really comment in the comment sections. Like, there are so many people that want support or would love your advice. And again, this is a community of love and light. And so share your experience and help those who are new on their journey. So the energy that wanted to show itself, we have the Five of Swords. So we have the energy of competition, people walking away and, you know, winning the battle. Five talks about changes. And so it's like, okay, you're standing in your power, you've done your healing, you've won, but has it been of integrity? So you can look at this card in, you know, in either way, where you have someone walking away because someone's too egotistical and can't put their pride to the side, or someone really fought hard and really, you know, cut themselves loose of third party energies and etc., right? We have the Two of Pentacles, again, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. This talks about abundance, but here, again, he's putting on a show for people who are not even paying attention. And when I see this card, Two talks about choices. You have the choice to turn around and actually entertain what's been waiting for you all along, right? See how I'm going with that? But you're turning around, consistently turning around and giving your attention to where it's not even wanted. And so, you know, for the divine feminine, if this is you and your divine counterpart, switch the energy. All right, I'm out. But again, remember, hold space. Don't go in my comment sections talking about your little crap, because I'm not going to have it. Remember, this is a community of love and light, but I have to be honest. I can't sit here and give you the word and then, excuse my French, pussyfoot around and try to make it fit and make it sound good, you know, for those who have, issues with realizing that you do have to hold space and you do have to get your inner strength to move forward and step into your purpose, because when you step into your purpose and mission, your divine counterpart energetically starts to align. The next card out, we have the star, right? So this is number 17. Been seeing 17 a lot. 15. The star represents divine source, God, spirit. And this is so important because it's like, think about self-love, nurturing yourself. And divine source, spirit, God is making sure that you do just that. And, don't lose faith. Just know, ask spirit, ask source, ask divine, and they will always come through for you no matter what. All right? The next card out, we have King of Wands, Sagittarius, Leo, Aries energy. And again, confident, very optimistic, sure, powerful, know what they want, been enlightened. This is where we have the energies of some of our divine counterparts, right? 10, completion, the wheel. Let me tell you something about the wheel. With the wheel, regardless of what decision you make, regardless of what you think the outcome may be, wherever you're ended, wherever you're guided to end up at, that's exactly where you'll end up at. And again, this is not done. So for those of you who are in separation with your divine counterpart, it's always that feeling of, oh my God, this is the one, like I'm never going to see them again, etc. But remember, you guys are always pulled back to each other magnetically. So in 3 months or 6 months, it's always in cycles when you guys come back, when you fall away, when you come back, when you fall away. And that's because it gets too tough. It gets too hard. And instead of it getting to the point where you guys just don't want anything to do with each other, spirit pulls you guys apart so you guys can focus on your healing, so divine feminine can focus on, his or her mission, etc. But again, know that call on your angels. We have the seraphim angels here. We have Egyptian energy here. Notice what's happening in the 5D, right? And when you start to feel your divine counterpart show up in the 5D, when you start to have visions of them again, know that their heart chakra is opening for you. We have the 9 of Pentacles. So this is like almost to the Empress card, right? Self-love, nurturing to your garden, being enlightened. If you notice, everything's about self-love. It's about focusing on yourself. It's about expect the unexpected. It's about blessings. All we have through this entire spread, majority is Pentacles. So this is really good energy, okay? The next energy that wanted to show itself, I smiled when I saw this card. It's the 2 of Swords. So with the 2 of Swords, it talks about choices. And again, a lot of us will come to that point where we have a divine, masculine, a divine divine masculine, a soulmate, or a twin flame and a karmic soulmate or something like that, where this is going to come into reality where you're not even knowing this, but they're combative against each other, like they're fighting over you, like this is what it is. Because at the end of the day, remember, you're pure, right? You did your work. You stepped off and did what you needed to do. You followed your life path and purpose. Now you have your divine counterpart waking up. And some of you may already be in connections. Yes, you held space for your divine counterpart. But now it's like, for some, they waited so long. You can, if this is your story, comment in the comment sections. They waited so long that now you are starting to have feelings for somebody else. And now it's competition time. Who am I going to choose? And you have no idea because you don't even see this coming. Because right now it's just like, oh, my divine masculine, da, da, da. But no, with that age of Aquarius shift, you're going to get more of your soulmates coming in, supporting you, your soul family. And this is really important. All right. So we're going to dive into the Twin Flame Mystic Moon Oracle spread. You guys let me know how this is resonating with you. Do not be shy. Again, no one will disrespect you in the comments. I won't have it. You need support. You guys reach out to each other. Let each other know what state you live in. Let's start there. For divine masculine, the first card out, guide. So the divine masculines are being led, they're being guided right now. This is like the hermit card. So you'll notice that a lot of your divine masculines have become very hermit like, going into solitude, not really speaking. For those of you in separation, you may still feel your divine counterpart's energy really strong, okay? The next card out is the answer is yes. So I'm not going to tell you right now what the cards were, the energies that wanted to show themselves, but from what I saw, excuse me, you know, a lot of the divine counterparts are going through their dark night of the soul, are awakening, are not understanding like what these shifts and changes are. And it's for some of them it's scary, it's frightening them. And for you, divine feminine, for your divine counterpart, when they see you, when they look in your eyes, and you can write it in the comment sections, they cannot look you straight in your eyes because your eyes are the seats of the soul. And so when they look at you, it's this feeling, right? And so it's so important that, you know, we be patient at this time, that we really, you know, don't rock the boat at this time. And even if you are having communication, know that sometimes they'll go into solitude a little bit and you're like, oh, like you haven't been talking lately, like what's going on? It's because they're trying to understand what's happening. But for some of them, they know this connection is unlike any they've ever encountered, and they know it's special, they know it's different. And a lot of them are really back and forth in their heart and mind about how they've handled you as well. That's one thing that keeps them from coming forward. They're ashamed. The next card out, we have Dark Night of the Soul. So I can attest, my divine counterpart is definitely going through a Dark Night of the Soul. Definitely. And again, no one knows how you guys feel. If you feel that way, I totally understand how you feel. Like me and my divine counterpart on March 25th, I would have known my divine counterpart for 5 years. And so it's not an easy journey. It's not. And when you see them in your visions, when you feel their energy, when in 5D, they're communicating their heart. They're, just really open. And then you get to the 3D, it's like, okay, which one is real, which one isn't? That 5D, I love the 5D because I'm getting your pure essence. I'm getting your pure soul. I'm getting what you really feel. And it's going to take a while for them in the 3D to really, open up and start communicating. Those of you who've gotten twin flame healing sessions, you've seen a different change in your divine counterpart. And that's why I tell you, listen, after I do the twin flame healing session, please don't run over there talking about, all right, do you see the light? Like, I don't want any of that talk with your divine counterpart, because the healing takes place just like that. And you can check out the testimonials. That's what happens. And I don't like to tell the divine feminine when I'm starting to do the healing now, because I don't want them up, worried, anxiety, and like have all their energy and have me all over here crooked, because they're like nervous and like, oh my God, I wonder what's going to happen. I want you guys just really chill and like, in your day-to-day, activities. But the Dark Night of the Soul is really a theme right now for the divine masculines, because they are being ripped apart. They are being broken down to be built back up the right way. And so give your divine counterpart time. I'm saying again, don't put your life on hold. Go out there, live it up, have fun. That's what I've been doing as of late. Just really enjoying in me, like, you know what I mean? Like, enjoy you. It's okay to be selfish with yourself. You have to look at it like this. Your divine counterpart wants to reach out, they know your number. They want to reach out, they know where you live, right? And for those of you who got blocked, I'm always on the block list. And I just find another number and I call again. And then it's in a way, sometimes it's cute, because it's like, okay, I call again, and then it's just like, hey, what's up? Like, well, would you block me for the first time if you're just going to answer, like, so they have their different ways of like how they interact and how they do. All divine masculines are not the same. For some of my divine feminines and my soul sisters, I'm like, man, why can't I get that one? Like, man, I got one over here that just got me all upside down and around, right? So this is the energy. The next card out for divine masculine is pause. And so you see, after that Dark Night of the Soul energy, then we have pause and reflect. Like, let me think about what I've been doing. Let me think about my ways. Let me think about what I need to change about myself. Because clearly, if I'm consistently hearing, the same thing from different individuals or people, not just my divine feminine, I need to check myself. And they're coming to that moment. The next card out, we have commitment. And so this is what's on the divine masculine's mind right now. So I'm going to point something out to you. You notice how as of late, we haven't been seeing third party energy. We haven't been seeing karmic partner. We haven't been seeing bound, stuck. Like maybe once we got the bound card or stuck, but the other heavy ones like karmic partner, bounds, any like devilish type of thing, third party, energy, we haven't been seeing that, right? You can go back and watch the other videos. We haven't been seeing that as of late. So this is showing you how the energies are shifting. Now for divine feminine, we have shadow work. So divine feminine is definitely working through those inner childhood wounds, because a lot of things started to purge as we geared up for the new age of Aquarius. And it's like, where are all these feelings coming from? What's happening? And even a couple of weeks before it, I was just all over the place. I was just like, man, like, is every December going to be like this? But at the end of the day, we're working through our shadow work. We're working through our inner childhood wounds. And this is so important for the collective, right? So important as divine feminines. Divine feminines are now focused on their big dreams. Full moon is going to be very important. Full moon Cancer is on the 30th. And so don't forget, write your full moon manifestations down. Write them down, okay? Divine feminine is focused on those big dreams. And some of you guys, again, have that Atlantis energy. We have vibration. So I know for myself, even my soul sister, like, hit me on the text and was like, oh my God, this energy. I'm like, I know, man. Like, for me, not only am I a Sagittarius, I also have a rising Capricorn. My south node is Aquarius. My second house is Aquarius. And so the new age of Aquarius shift really had me moonwalking through my floor. Like, it was rough for me. And you notice, like, normally I try to stay consistent and post and post and post. But it was either knocking me out to where I was exhausted, or it was giving me a little energy and then knocking me out. It was very different. But then also my body ached all over as I was getting ready and prepared for the age of Aquarius. But like I said, December 21st, when I woke up the next day after my birthday, yay, I felt like a big weight was lifted off my shoulders, right? So the next card out, we have self-worth. And so again, with my divine counterpart, I get so afraid because I know what took place in our past lives, that something's going to happen. So I'm always like, are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay? Like, are you sure you want to come over? Like, things like that. It's not me coming from a needy place, but because I saw what I saw and know what I know, I worry about my divine counterpart, because at the end of the day, there's nothing like a feeling of you having a soul connection. And I know some go through that where their twin, has crossed over, and that energy you still feel and all that. Like, who would want to, like, go through something like that? It hurts. And so that's why I talk about, it's not you leaving your divine counterpart, it's you holding space for your divine counterpart, and responding with love. And again, like, I can attest, it's hard, guys, and I know it's hard. So don't think I'm on here trying to be all holier than thou, because that's not the case. Because me and my divine counterpart has went toe to toe before for the first time, and I can be honest and say that to you guys. I was just like, what you think this is? Like, and before I knew it, I just gave him a little 2-piece. And I was just like, I was so frustrated. And you think about years and years of just trying to be patient, trying to hold it all in, trying to heal you and your divine counterpart, trying to do everything to the point where it's just like, man, enough is enough. Like, figure it out. And so that's why I say I don't come here pretending like I'm the queen of the twin flames. Like, no, that's not the case. I'm here because this is what I've been called to do. And it wasn't a coincidence when Spirit, Divine, God, Source told me, like, yes, you can heal the twin flames. And I was like, well, you sure? Yeah, do it. And so my soul sister loves to sign up. I'm like, you think you want to? Like, yeah, I'll do it. I'm like, all right, cool. And then I did it again, and then I did it again, and then I did it again. I said, okay, so if you watch my videos on the channel, you'll see that in the beginning, it was about tarot. It was about like just your signs and stuff like that. You guys really was like rocking with that. But then as you saw, it just merged into, as I got on my journey, like realizing I was in a twin flame connection. Um, it still have the, you know, astrology or tarot, however you want to say, but it's like the twin flame is here too. And if you notice, everyone's like you spoke my story right to the T. And so God, spirit, source, divine, I had to go through the things that I'm going through with my divine counterpart in order to help you. That's how I see it. Yes, it's painful. Yes, I think it's beautiful when I do the twin flame healing and divine counterparts are like opening up. You see people are getting engaged and stuff like that. And you have to be ready in the heart. And I know this year, 2021, is going to be a huge change for all of you. And I'm so proud of you. But self-worth is so important. You can't let anybody sell you short, right? Don't dim your light. Be who you are. Somebody tell you to be normal, tell them, oh my God, that's the best compliment I ever heard in my life. That's what you tell them, right? And the next card out is divine masculine. And so for a lot of the divine feminines, you're stepping into your divine masculine energy. You're balancing out both of them. And then for some of you in the collective, you know, like, oh my God, like this is my divine counterpart. Like I thought I was going crazy. This is my divine counterpart. This is beautiful. All right. So we'll dive into the energies that wanted to show itself. But first, the overall energy, we have devotion. And this is what I'm dedicated to this. I'm living my truth. This is my calling, right? And so this is what we're seeing. And this is beautiful, right? I surrender. This is what this card says to me. I surrender. The energy that, wanted to show itself. Sorry, working this way. We have understanding, settling, ascending, release, awakening, recognition, unawakened, and crossroads. So there's different energies in the collective, right? But again, everyone awakens on their own time. Like they're getting the vibrations. They're starting to know like something's up, something's different. But everyone awakens at their own time. So we're going to dive into the romance angels. So first card out is express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. We have, deception. Someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. So sometimes you may hear your divine counterpart say like, oh, I'm not in love with you. I don't want to be with you. Like all these like low vibrational words or, you know, energies towards you. And again, it doesn't always mean deception. Somebody's trying to get over on you. But sometimes your divine counterpart is so afraid of how you make them feel. I've looked at my divine counterpart in the eyes. And I was like one time, like, you don't even care about me. And the anger that I saw from that, not him, you know, lashing out or anything like that, but just the change of facial expression, you know, like I want to say how I feel. I want to tell you I love you. I want to tell you you mean the world to me, but it wouldn't come out. And I was just standing there like looking face to face. And for some of them, they've been through so much trauma that it's hard for them to speak how they truly feel. And that's why it's important with the twin flame healing, you heal through the chakras and you open that communication up. And there's been times where I do the healing on my divine counterpart's picture and I specifically aim for the throat chakra. In a couple days, like there's communication, or, you know, it's very beautiful. Give your relationship a chance. It says work on your partnership. So again, a lot of you in the collective, like with your divine counterpart, you guys are going to be power couples. Like you're going to change the world together. You're going to open businesses up together, you know, and a lot of this is happening 2021. Like there's going to be so many different elements and things taking place for the collective. And this is so important, right? It's important for all of us. And it's saying give your relationship a chance. And if you're saying like, oh, like I can't even talk to my divine counterpart because I'm blocked and they don't, you know, their ego and they, you know, their communication, you know, then you have to do it on the 5D. And you also have to ask spirit, source, divine, God, spirit, to like help you, right? The overall energy, engagement. See that? Engagement. And so with this, it talks about your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. And again, with this full moon energy coming up, guys, manifestation is so important. And it's on the 30th. And, you know, again, I tell you guys all the time, look, wear this crystal, put this crystal in your purse, or go to the website and, you know, get the air of abundance or the moon manifestation pack. You guys, you have to feel in your heart that it's going to work. If you're like, oh, I'm not carrying around no rocks, then that's you. But clearly you drawn to the channel for a reason. Clearly you have gifts for a reason. Stop, you know, excuse my French, pussyfooting, and do what you need to do. Sorry, God. He's like, don't be saying that. Sorry. But stop messing around and doing what, you know, do what you need to do. It's so important that you need to do the work. When I was going through my spiritual awakening, I didn't care. Let me tell you something. God set me down. I was not working for 6 months. I had not worked for 6 months for so long. But when I tell you, during that 6 months, I was able to still pay my rent every day. I was able to still get supplies and things I needed for my journey, like books and things like that I was reading. And when he set me down, that's when I got so much information. That's when I got the clarity of what my calling is, what I need to do. You know, not 100%, but I was put on the right track. And then people were put in my way. Like, I wouldn't get the job, but I would meet somebody who worked with crystals, and she'd be like, you're on the right direction, you're in the right track. But I wouldn't get the job, and I would still keep getting led. And, you know, man, God is an on-time God. So you got to really believe that, you know, you are what you are, right? It's okay. You're not weird. You're not, you know, unnormal. You're special. You're gifted. You're light. And this is what keeps the world turning. This is what's raising the vibration. And so with engagement, again, your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. So, you know, go full throttle into your life path and purpose mission. Like, you see how I have, like, you guys have known me from, for those of you who have been following me for a while on the channel, you've watched me write down my affirmations and manifestations and say what I want. And that's what happens. And you guys watch me work in a pharmacy and work myself to the bone due to COVID. But I didn't miss a beat. And when you know, put in the work, you have faith. Say, faith without work is dead. You work, you have faith, and you keep continuously getting the support you need from divine, right? One day I'll share my story with you guys. I'll just do one video and just say, like, Chrissy's story or something like that. And I know you guys are really like, man, I want to know, like, what's been happening. So now I'm going to use this beautiful deck that I brought for you guys. This is the Syrian Starseed Tarot. All right. And so with this, I just basically asked, what does divine masculine need to focus on? What does divine feminine need to focus on? So, this is so cute. Divine masculine got transition. And I laughed because I was like, oh, I'm like, you know, this is what normally happens with divine masculine. Got to get a little transition going on. And so, this is a new deck, so I'm not going to be knowing, like, you know, everything off the bat. X3. That would be towards the end, right? But for the most part, we know, you know, what transition means, right? Like, they're going through a change. They're going through, you know, a shift. They're going through, you know, what they need to, you know, to prepare them. But I'm going to read this book because when I saw Conscious Evolution using this spread, I was like, I need that in my life. I'm like, this would be really good for the channel. But I can't find transition. That's X3, right? Guys, bear with me 1 second. I'm sorry, I should have bookmarked these. Because I got the shadow. I found it. Okay. So, with transition for divine masculine, it says one of the most upsetting keys It says one of the most upsetting keys of the tarot. It says the death card. So this is like the death card. And it says it's probably also the most misinterpreted. So it says, as all too often, it is understood to mean a physical death. From this ancient tradition stems the superstition surrounding the number 13. It does indeed hold a very powerful influence over the collective unconsciousness of our species. Then it says, from the starseed's perspective, death is merely transition from one form to another, from one reality to another, from one density to the next. While the transition key does imply that something is ending, it most definitely focuses on a new, perhaps unknowable beginning. All right. And so it says, from her cold marble, sarcophagus, I think, a spirit moves through the tunnel. Okay, described by so many who have reported near-death experiences and other out-of-body visions. It says the light shines brightly, warm, and inviting. It speaks in allegory of how death is not finality, but rather a shift to a new experience, right? So death interpreted by the evolving starseed is a change of form, but it is not an ending. Perhaps the most liberating of all spiritual understanding is the acknowledgement of our own immortality, which we can apply to all life. Nothing ends, it transmutes form. Wow. Even the densest matter, such as steel, even eventually rusts and returns to the earth. And from that mineral deposit, new life arises. This key is a powerful tool of transformation. Understanding it, starseed is liberated from the confines of physical reality. So basically what we talked about, like going through your shifts, going through your changes, transition, and this is what's happening with the divine masculine. They're going through, they're awakening, they're going through their dark night of the soul, they're going through things that they need to release and heal from. And sometimes they may have felt that the divine feminine just really bring out the worst in them, or they really are reminded of so many things that they want to forget when they think about the divine feminine. But this is so important, so important. This is such a beautiful card, right? It's not talking about death in the physical. It's talking about, releasing what no longer serves, releasing your old ways, releasing the old you, and accepting you as divine source spirit God sees you. That is what the divine masculine is going through right now. For divine feminine, we got the 5 of flames. Beautiful. Talks about changes. You know that. You guys got to really study your numerology. So we'll dive into the flames for you. And I really believe that's like more of a wand energy, but we'll take care of that. We'll dive into that. And I know this is running a little bit long, but I figured since I ain't been on in a while, in a couple of days, then you guys will really enjoy, this reading, because, I gotta keep you guys up to date, on what's going on. So with the 5 of flames, it talks about, unfortunately, it is often the case that from the joy and solidarity of one's, success and achievement can emerge envy and competition and even confusion. All right, let me set that there. And so it talks about everyone here raises his or her own fiery brand, each believing he or she has the light that will lead the way, and everyone has an opinion about it, including the seeker. It says this key invites the Corinth, who are watching you guys, to consider how each individual's creative expression can be seen as more potential fuel for their communal fire of creative progress, and how leadership is needed to bring that energy into one flame. At this point, there is no real conflictual energy, but the potential is there for things to boil over. It says tension seem to be mounting. And so this is more like the Five of Wands, remember, in the tarot deck. So that's what it's depicting for you, is painting that picture for you. And so it's like, you know, do you want everyone to be on a common ground, or is everyone going to be in competition, battling and fighting against each other? How divine feminine do you want to move? You have the key to move on a vibration of love and light, or you can, you know, lower your vibration and battling with, you know, the competition, not being able to see eye to eye, not being able to communicate. How will you present yourself? Because remember, you are the leader, all right? Overall energy, we have ascension. So this is for both. Like, we all have been ascending. Again, for some of us, I'll share my story. For some of us, this is our last rodeo. I've had multiple past lives, and that's why, you know, your eyes are the seat of the soul for those of us who are old walkers. And so you get here, you do your mission. In every lifetime, I've tried to get to this level, tried to get to this point, and I was either, you know, killed for my healing abilities, or, you know, things didn't turn out the way that they were supposed to be. And also with my divine counterpart, again, was harmed in one of the past lives and, you know, killed. And that's why it's so important that we focus on the ascension process. We focus on where we're being guided and led to. We focus on what we're being called to do in regards to our mission. And know that as you do that, as you have faith, Spirit, God, Source, Divine is taking care of you. We all are ascending to, you know, a higher level, and it's beautiful. And for those of you who are new, just tuned in, you know, reach out in the comment sections and, you know, talk to your other soul members, your soul tribe family, and they will definitely give you some advice and help you out, because, you know, that's where they were a year ago, 2 years ago, 6 months ago. And like now you got like pros, right? And so I think I explained this ascension in a nutshell, but I had wanted to go over it for you just in case. Just in case they had something special in the deck. See, ascension is X, right? XX. XXI, 11. No, 21. So you guys let me know, like, how are you getting through your ascension process when it comes to the new age of Aquarius? Like, how are you rising? How are you? And she has that globe in her hand, like, it's so beautiful, right? Now watch ascension be all the way at the back. We got the tower and everything else, and they don't give you index. Okay, yep, in the back. So with this here, it talks about at the last hour of Starseed's mission, at last, the hour of Starseed's mission has arrived. The final master key of the Syrian Starseed Tarot. Ascension is the ultimate card of enlightenment. The cycle is complete. Karma has been resolved. Starseed prepares to ascend to the next level of awareness, perhaps to be rebirthed in the third dimension, perhaps to move up the ladder of spiritual awakening and onto a higher dimension. The figure in this card is at once ultimately feminine and very yin, and yet also bears the facial expression of the male analytical mind, symbolizing the integration of female-male polarity. She gazes at the old earth, see that? Held in her hand, as if to record its beauty and wisdom for her journey, okay? And then it says, as she prepares to travel the ascension highway, behind her, the new earth lies just next to her, right? Sucedians hold the planet in balance as it prepares to follow others, weaving through new space, the higher dimensions in the cosmic sea of life, right? And so this is what, you know, we're gearing to. I mean, this step didn't just come out this year, right? And if it did, like, man, this lady's good. I really don't think so, though. I gotta look that information up for you guys. Because it's like, how do you write something so long ago and be right on cue, speaking about the new age of Aquarius and things like that. This was published in 2012. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, right? Wow, beautiful. See this? Okay, so we're going to dive into the Archangel Metatron. We're going to do Archangel Metatron, okay? So the first card out, we have creation, right? And it says expansion in your life. So this is for divine masculine. This is what Archangel Metatron messages for divine masculine. Okay. Sorry, I got hiccups. For divine feminine, review and reflection, time out needed. Okay. And this is us going into solitude. This is us, this is, you know, the collective divine feminine. Really look at the full moon. You're going to come to so many realizations this full moon, and you, like, let me know if that resonates with you. But this is so important, right? The overall energy, wow, clarity. So it says, go within. And again, remember how on the Raise Your Vibe video, I taught you guys how to bring the white light down? Clarity, go within. So right now isn't the time, sorry for the glare. Right now isn't the time for you to be asking your girlfriends or your friends or whatever, unless they're spiritually enlightened about what, you know, about your divine counterpart. Because no one's going to understand this connection, and they're going to be like, oh my God, I would have left a long time ago. And trust me, if you energetically could, you would. But it doesn't matter how far you go, they're in your soul, they're in your heart, they're in your essence, because you are one, right? And it's not, I'm going to clarify something for you guys. It's not you being, you know, addicted or stuck or obsessed. That's not it. Because again, when you are away from your divine counterpart, they find you as well, right? So this is what's asked for the both of us. Clarity, go within, right? And then we have boundaries. So this was actually for the divine feminine. It says boundaries, set them daily, right? So this is the card that came out. I knew they got twisted for some reason. And then the review and reflections card, and then the creation card. Boundaries, set them daily. All right, so we're going to dive into the Atlantis cards, okay? For divine masculine, we got crystal skulls. So, here we go. Crystal skulls for divine masculine. So I'll read that for you guys. So it says, during Golden Atlantis, 13 life-size quartz skulls were fashioned using technology currently beyond our comprehension. 12 of these were advanced computers into which the leaders of the 12th tribe recorded the history and knowledge of their region. The 13th was a higher frequency amethyst skull containing all the information of Atlantis, and is no longer in physical form. When humanity raises its vibration, it will rematerialize to assist the energy of Atlantis to return. The unknown. Your guidance is that there is a mystery waiting to unfold, for much is yet unknown. Perhaps new information is to come to you, or old memories or ancient wisdom may surface to your conscious awareness. Meditation would help you to facilitate this. Be cautious about making a decision, for you do not have the whole picture. And that spoke to Divine Masculine right on the money. For Divine Feminine, we have excellence. Okay, so this is the card that wanted to come out. And it says, in Golden Atlantis, inter-community games were frequently organized. People competed for sheer joy, and because they enjoyed the challenge, the aim of competition was to develop excellence, never for ego gratification. So losers were gracious and sportsmanlike, even bridle-free. Riderless horses raced for the exhilaration and pleasure of it. These were the forerunners of the Olympic Games, and they drew communities together to socialize, participate, and celebrate. It says, do your best. If you chose this card, you may be presented with a challenge or responsibility. Accept it and do it graciously to the very best of your ability. It does not matter whether you fail or succeed. Your guidance is to participate with all of your heart and soul in whatever life presents to you. Okay? Overall energy. Wow. Gratitude. Right? See that? Gratitude. So it says, those who live in Golden Atlantis constantly gave thanks for the opportunity of life on earth and for their daily experiences. They did not just express their gratitude in thoughts and words, they showed it every moment of the day with happiness, laughter, and zest for living. They put their hearts and souls into everything they did. This attitude of gratitude attracts abundance from the universe. Consequently, the Atlanteans were constantly showered with blessings, abundance. It says gratitude is the purest form of prayer and is a key to abundance. Your guidance is to count your blessings and give thanks for that which you wish to receive as if you already had it. This will unlock the doors to universal bounty. The time is now. So you see how each spread is really hitting for the Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine, okay? And so we're going to dive into the Chakra love cards, okay? So for Divine Masculine, Heart Chakra, I mean, there's no mistake there, right? So it says, Green Ocean Jasper. So that's the crystal, Green Ocean Jasper, Heart Chakra. It says connection. Father Divine and Mother Earth make love in your heart, right? And so this is what your divine counterpart really needs to do. Open up that heart chakra, open up that throat chakra. For Divine Feminine, we have root chakra. And it says snowflake obsidian, safety. In the hurricane of life, a strong foundation will keep you safe. And so when you feel out of balance, work on your root chakra, work on your sacral chakra as well. So the overall energy for both in the collective, we have throat chakra. And it says, what crystal is this? I can't even say what crystal that is. I think it's Larmor. Yeah, that's what I'm getting right now. Normally it would be lapis lazuli or something like that, but this is Larimor. Larimor, yeah. And so it says listening. If you want to be heard, learn to listen. So throat chakra energy, right? And this is something that you can help with doing Reiki, and your divine counterpart can also, you can help your divine counterpart that way as well. So the extra jumper that came out, again, throat chakra, soda light. So it says vulnerability. It says showing vulnerability is a sign of strength. Showing vulnerability is a sign of strength. And so, you know, if you guys have any questions about the reading, again, I'm here for you guys. Email me. The email's in the description box below. Also, you know, if you need to get the crystals, because I'm telling you, it is not letting up right now when it comes to the energies in the collective. It's very important that you, you know, get your protection. Even if you don't get it from me, like you clearly see what crystals that's there. So just get your crystals and make sure that you guys are protecting yourself, because you are going to feel all the vibrations, all the shifts, all the changes, okay? That's very important, all right? And so, with that being said, I'm sending you guys so much love and light. I never had a video go an hour long, but this was much needed. This is important. And again, I love you all. I'll talk to you soon. Take care.